Hey, I just got back from lunch. Did you finish that report yet?
Well, not exactly. Still working on it. I'm not finished just yet. I got a little sidetracked, but I will get them to you first thing this afternoon.
It is first thing this afternoon.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but I mean, I am working on
But
it. I'll have.
what do you mean that the report isn't finished yet?
I'm still in the process of working on it. I've just been a little distracted.
Distracted. Our meeting starts in an hour.
I can have it.
No. What were you doing? Were you listening to another hunting podcast again? I swear, I give the staff in this office the freedom to do whatever they want to do as long as they meet a deadline. That is the first bullet underneath your job description. Pays attention to detail and deadlines. And deadlines. Dude, are you even listening to me right now?
Welcome to episode 216 of the Whitetail Distraction Podcast. My name's Austin, and joining me at my kitchen table, Charles Hedlund. How you doing, buddy?
You don't got a funny name for this place?
No.
I'll let you think on it. I'm doing well, man. How are you tonight?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, it's very festive in here, by the way.
It is very fun.
Appreciating your Grinch-themed Christmas tree.
I can plug that one in, too, if you want.
That one looks like a Disney princess type deal with the little
It's
swirl.
got like a swirl going around it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I don't know why we have two trees in here.
Well, it's big enough. Oh, I see an elf, too.
Oh, there's an alpha. That's Holly.
Holly, yeah, I remember Holly.
Yeah.
You only have one elf?
Yep.
Good for you.
Yep.
I hate the people that get two elves for two kids.
We got one elf.
Like, one elf. Why do you need more than one elf?
We got one elf. She
Yeah.
flies back and forth to the North Pole every night.
Yeah, we were coming up with a name for our elf, and I was like, well, we can't use Holly.
Nope.
That one's taken.
That one's
We end up with Ginger.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ginger, like
Ginger.
a ginger snap.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or redhead.
Or a redhead. That's true, too.
No, we wanted something festive. I figured that worked.
I like it.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. It's cozy in here. I'm not upset with it.
We've done a couple of them in here.
Yeah, we have.
It's been a while, though.
We've done some down in the basement.
Yeah.
We've been around.
We have been around.
We're podcast sluts.
The pod port is like a freaking construction nightmare right
Yeah.
now.
Shit happens, man.
Yeah, it does.
So life goes on.
Yeah.
You better get it done before the holidays, though.
Dude, I'm fingers crossed.
Gonna cut it close.
Like, all I want for Christmas is to take a regular shower
Yeah.
in my shower instead of like kicking bath toys out of the way while I'm trying to shower.
I hear you there. Yeah. So you got Big Booty Bobby
Big
working
booty
on
Bobby.
helping you out a little bit.
Yeah,
Are
man.
you gonna pay him in Arsenal gear or what?
Oh, that'd be sweet. That would be sweet.
I think he would not be too upset about it.
Yeah, I don't know. He does have some Christmas presents from our partners. I'm
Yeah,
not going to say it in case he listens, but
That's a good point.
there are some Christmas presents for him this year from the partners.
Yeah, I've actually been reached out to from multiple sources for discount codes for Christmas presents from our sponsors. So
there we go.
heck yeah, man. I was all pumped up. I'm like, yeah. Definitely. It's
Those
the
are
time of
great
year to
Christmas
use it.
presents.
If you missed the great sale that they had during, well, we're talking Scree now. Let's just jump into it.
Yeah.
Scree gear,
Scree
right?
gear.
They had a great sale going on recently, which all of our partners did for
Oh,
Black
absolutely.
Friday.
Yep.
I don't know if they're going to do another thing for the holidays or not. I don't know when the next big sale is going to be. Maybe
Probably in the
spring
springtime
sale?
sometime, yeah. I
they
would
might
think.
drop something new too. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or coming up, I'm sure they're going to have show deals. It's almost show season.
Good point. Yeah, I think they're. I don't know if it's official yet, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be at the Great American Outdoor Show,
That would be sick.
and you may or may not see our faces there,
That would also be sick.
which runs this year from it's the first 2 weekends in February. I believe it's like the 7th through the 15th
or something like that. Yeah, I think so.
something along those lines.
Yeah.
It's a long, brutal show.
Yeah.
But it's always so much fun. I was just thinking about it the other day.
It really is. You meet so many people there.
And there's no better place to go and try on all this new Scree gear than at the show. And it's going to be cold. It's February. You can come try out the new jackets,
Oh, yeah.
maybe a pair of bibs, see what size
Ooh.
you are. That's my biggest thing is like, I don't know what size bibs I am.
Yes.
So like the show, I go on before and I try some of the stuff
I've tried stuff on there.
just so I know.
Yeah.
But the sawtooth jacket's hot right now. That seems to be like the new fave.
Dude, from like middle of like October this year during season, that thing was with me 100% of the time. It didn't always come out, but it
Mhm.
lived in my pack. And more often than not, it came out and it was so stinking comfortable.
Love
dude.
that jacket.
I do too, man.
Love it. I'm also digging the Delta flannel. It's flannel
Ooh.
season,
I
my
saw
friend.
you wearing it.
It's probably, I mean, it is my favorite flannel by far.
It was sexy, if I might
I
say.
love it. I
Yeah.
love the little foam pocket they have. It's
Cool.
it just fits well, feels well. It's a great flannel choice.
I'm gonna have to get me one.
So there you go. Now jumping back in.
What's our code?
Arsenal, baby. Oh, WDP. We need to we always forget to say use our code WDP.
There you go. Boom.
Pretty much across the board.
Yeah, pretty much across the board.
If there's a code and it works, just use it. Other than the one at the end. But yeah, Scree Gear gets you 15% off WDP. And you can also use it at Arsenal.
Very cool.
No, not Arsenal. Sorry. That code doesn't work at Arsenal. It works at VPA.
I need to get us a little sheet for all
I
of our.
know.
I can't.
It's not even
remember.
hard.
It's not. It's not.
We just haven't done this in a while.
It's good.
VPA, use code WDP, gets you 10% off. Vantage Point Archery. I'll tell you what, I know that there's going to be a little package under my tree with my name on it that looks very similar to 125 grain 3-blade VPAs
Oh, baby.
because I bought them for myself.
It's a to me from me. Those are the best presents, dude.
Yeah, that just is the norm these days.
I love those. I'm going to get a pack of those too here pretty quick. I was going to buy them during Black Friday and I put them in the cart and I got distracted by something else. And Black Friday was a nightmare.
Love Black Friday.
I do too.
Cyber Monday. It's just such a good time. So we keep skipping Arsenal. We don't have a code for Arsenal yet, but maybe we'll get there.
Fabulous gear, dude.
Dude, did you see they keep teasing some new stuff?
I have seen some new stuff in a saddle pack.
Yeah. I'm really intrigued in the hoist that they're teasing.
Ooh.
A lighter weight, kind of like the hoist that like the Doyles.
Oh, yeah.
Looks a lot similar to the Doyles, but it's supposed to be lighter weight, more compact, better option. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm just spitting what I saw on their website, and it looks sweet. So I'm not, what's around the corner is the trade shows, and
Yep.
and they're going to start announcing stuff and ATA and everything else. So maybe they'll drop some new stuff. I heard there's a new saddle.
That's what I saw
In
other
the
day.
works?
It looked like it.
Boy,
Whoa.
I don't know how they keep getting better every year.
I don't know how you can get better than that Cloud Infinity, dude.
Dude,
Thing's unbelievable.
that is my favorite saddle ever.
Me too.
Ever.
Hands down.
And
dude.
I'm literally, I've been on like Facebook posts. I've been everywhere. Like when I see people, oh, what's the best? Just try it.
Yeah.
Just
you know what
sit it.
else? Go on a lot of those like buy sell trade sites. You're not seeing them.
No, not
People
those
are not
saddles.
dumping those. Like you see a lot of other stuff. Hate to say you see a lot of tethered saddles,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
unfortunately.
A lot of, other
Well, I think
other companies that people are like passing around, but I
Yeah.
have not seen many of that. I think I saw one.
yeah, they're hard to get around or
Yeah.
get your hands on.
I don't think people want to dump them. It's like sitting in a
I can
couch,
imagine
dude.
why not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I think I'm more comfortable sitting in that thing up in a tree than I am at home on my couch. To be honest with you,
dude.
I need to get a tree put in the middle of my house or something I can just hook into and watch TV.
I like it.
So
Good
go check
stuff.
out huntarsenal.com. They got a bunch of great gear. On top of all of that, we still love our VIPs.
Absolutely.
They still have, if you're looking for a mechanical type broadhead, which we call more of a mix or,
Yeah.
cut
On contact. They are still the baddest freaking expandables in the
Yeah.
business, man. Freddy Krueger blood.
Yeah, they're a hybrid. They're definitely a hybrid type broadhead for
Yeah.
sure. And they kill.
Oh,
Plain and simple.
hands down.
They kill.
They kill.
They do damage. And then last but not least,
Back 40 Seco.
Back 40 Seed. So we can't use WDP there. That's Distraction 10.
That's Distraction 10.
And you get 10% off.
Yeah, man.
And
Not really planting season anymore, but it is almost trade show season and they will be there. Almost guaranteed.
Yeah. Find them at a trade show, get their specials. And it's never too early to get your clover and start thinking about doing some frost seeding.
Yeah, man. Plan it out.
That's the next thing around, doing
Beautiful
some frost
thing,
seeding,
man.
which we've got plenty of stuff on the ground.
Oh my goodness. It warmed up today.
Yeah.
A little melty action.
A lot of that snow stuff is melting away.
Car finally thawed.
Yeah. Yeah, the weather's been weird. We've had the snowiest December since 2013.
Yeah, man.
Is what I saw.
I mean, Olive Gun. When was the last time you saw Olive Gun season be in the snow?
Never.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Like when we were young.
Yeah, even then, like I remember we've gotten snowstorms, but then, it would never fail. Eventually you'd get a warm day and it would rain
And it'd be gone.
and all the snow would be gone.
Yep.
I remember one year we went back in and we kind of knew the route, but this is before, cell phones and OnX and all that other crap. So we'd walk way back in. Well, we'd walk to our spot and, you'd trample through 6-7 people back in the woods in the snow, and you'd have all these footprints to follow. Overnight, it warmed up, melted all the snow. We had nothing to follow to get back in there, so we kind of had to stumble our way back in and kind of remember how to get to our spots in the morning.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That happened one year, and I think after that, everything was bright-eyed.
Oh, yeah.
We were big on bright eyes back in the days. Cat eyes, some people call them.
Yeah, I call them bright eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, speaking of bright eyes, I was on a spot in early season, and I was walking out, and it was pretty dark, and I knew my way, so I was just kind of like, I wasn't really like shining my light. And at one point, I needed it. I got into like a really thick spot, and I turned my light on, and dude, I just like glanced, and there were dude, I don't know how many people put up different sets of bright eyes, but they were. Even anybody who was looking for their own, I don't know how they would differentiate. Right. There were so many bright eyes in these trees, dude. It was like unbelievable.
That actually got me one year in rifle season. I had put my own bright eyes in, and I was following them back in. Well, then, I hit one guy's headlamp, so I'll veer around and I'll get back on my bright eyes. Well, I end up getting back on the wrong set of bright eyes. And it started taking me left, and they disappeared, and I was like, I don't know where I'm at right now.
Where am I? It's dark.
I mean, I'm at my camp. Like, it's dark up there, boy. I bounced around between guys, got all sweaty and gross. Somehow, by the grace of God, found my spot right as day was breaking. Didn't see a deer the whole day.
That's awesome.
Not one deer. Come to think of it, now that I know the area, it's a terrible spot.
Oh, wow.
It's not far from a good spot.
Yeah.
But it's a terrible spot.
You were almost there.
Yeah, it's real rocky.
Oh, yeah.
Like super rocky.
That's tough.
Yeah. Deer just don't travel through that stuff.
Yeah.
In my experience up there, when you got like the crazy uneven, like rocks everywhere, and it's real hard for you to walk.
It's hard for them to walk.
It's hard for them too, and they just don't mess with it.
Yeah.
They got their paths through it, sure.
Of course.
But they're not going through it as much as they will like a nice slash area that's got nice easy ground to walk on. So that's where I was wrong.
Well,
but this year in rifle, we weren't that far from it. We get to those stories later.
Oh, we'll get to them.
Or we could save them. Whatever.
We could save them too.
But the main goal today was to continue
part two
of the season.
Yeah.
We kind of
we left off with Joe's kill.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. Didn't realize he fell out of his tree.
It's just wild. I mean, think about the two scenarios that happened between each of us on the same buck.
Yeah.
Within 3 days.
That's pretty unbelievable.
It's extremely unbelievable. One, to even have an encounter 2 days apart on a buck, like a mature buck. It's almost unheard of.
Yeah.
But, hey, when they're in that mood, man, and you're in the right area,
things get weird.
Anything can happen.
Yes, for sure, man.
It's just knowing the area, putting the work in, putting the time in, and just getting back in there and hunting. At the end of the day, it worked out for him. So
time in the tree.
Yeah,
man.
I was pumped. I think I said it last episode. It was a lot of people are like, "Man, what's going on here? He killed your deer." And I'm like, "Dude, it ain't my damn deer." I didn't put my name tag on it.
Not till my tag's on it, boy.
I screwed up. I had an opportunity. I didn't screw up. It just my equipment failed.
Yeah.
So maybe that's on me in the end of the day. And but I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? This son of a gun does do this a lot, doesn't he? It's like, I find a good deer. We kind of come up with a game plan, and we tag team the area until one of us kills it.
Yeah, dude.
And it's worked out good for us over the years.
It has, man. Especially these last like 5-6 years. You guys been on them.
Yeah, I can't complain about it. It's nice. Plus, we're both on the same team with Quest Hunt, and You know, not that it really matters, and bow hunting league and stuff. So it's cool.
Yeah.
But just we've always kind of buddy hunted forever. So it was cool. But, you know, that was like kind of a turning point in the season. That was kind of a little rough patch
Yeah.
to follow that. I put in quite a few hours after that and not really seeing anything, man. You know, I know I was messaging you, like, we had browsers showing up in daylight, chasing does all over. I'm like, dude, am I an idiot for not hunting this deer? And you're like, yeah, you are. You're an idiot. Like, and I'm like, yeah. You're like, he's out there. He's daylight. And I know he's there. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, dude, Kenny's out there somewhere.
I know.
And he was eating me up. Like, my goal this year, self goal, was like, dude, I want to kill a slob.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm after a big boy. I'm after a slob. And always kept Browser in the back of my mind.
Yeah,
because he was number one for a long time.
It's great buck.
Until Kenny showed up. And I hunted him quite a bit throughout the year and never saw him. You know, he was very sporadic. He would show up on camera, then he would disappear for like 10, 12 days. I'm like, okay, so he's there. He's still alive. At one point, what's crazy about all this is I wasn't getting pictures from the one cell camera. And it would send it randomly, like every 10 to 12 days. It would just send me all the back pictures.
That's so weird.
Yeah, just super weird stuff was going on. And I didn't check it. I didn't notice it did that. And I share cameras with Joe on the app. And I'm like, dude, I think Browser died. Like, I think EHD got him. Because that was when the bad outbreak was happening.
Yeah.
Like, and all the deer, of course, it's at the same time all the deer disappear.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's like they're dropping velvet. They just disappear.
It's hard not to think about, though.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since our area, like, I mean, really the tri-state area around us got hit hard.
Yeah, got hit really hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, I think he's dead. I don't know. And he's like, what are you talking about? He was on camera like yesterday. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, he was on camera yesterday. Like, check this scrape road camera or whatever we call it. And I look and I'm like, where did all these pictures come from? Sure as shit, there he was. So, like, at one point we went from seeing him early in the year thinking this is going to be the biggest deer by far. And he was the biggest deer on that property by far. He was the only deer, you know, we mentioned all that. But then we went to, I'm thinking he's dead, never going to see him again. And then he shows up. But then you don't see him for 12 days. And he shows up and he's like, he's not on one camera all the time. He's on this camera over here. He's way over here. He's way over there. But he's always on like he's favoring one side of the property. And you got a couple other bucks that are favoring the other side of the property. You kind of have that turf war going. It's not like years past where, you know, Junior, you would find him on every camera on the whole property.
Yeah.
He made his rounds willingly, you know. So I'm like, okay, well, he's in the back of my mind, but I have to find Kenny. Like, I have to. If I hunt these other deer, I kill a different deer, and Kenny shows back up, I'm going to kill myself. Kick myself. So Kenny showed up again, October 23rd, October 28th, Ghost Town.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting into like mid-November, towards the end, like November 10th. And I'm like freaking out, thinking, okay, Kenny's deep somewhere. He disappeared.
He
Maybe
went 5
he's dead,
miles away.
you know, or he's dead.
Yeah.
He could be dead. It's like, but there's this spot, and I think I have to hunt it. So I don't remember what day it was, but you remember like the first crazy snow we had.
Oh, yeah.
And I was up in the tree, and it was like snowing like wild. It was windy as all hell, and I'm in this spot that's like, to me, seems money. I'm on the edge of a swamp. There's hardwoods that roll down into it, and then there's like a little transition area. There's a little hill on the one side that's like super thick. You would think doe would bed up there, and I've never been back here before in my life. I just found this spot. And then there's like a little transition area that funnels through there where I'm right on the edge of the swamp, and the swamp's got like that crazy high red brush.
Oh, yeah.
Thick, nasty shit.
Yeah, it's gnarly, dude.
Yeah, and then behind me is like wide open oak ridge, beautiful. And then right between is like that little swampy wet stuff that's like gorgeous. And I'm there. And there's a couple trails coming through, and I'm like, this is going to be money. I start climbing my tree. I see a deer out in the distance. I'm like, okay. Don't know what it was. Couldn't get eyes on it other than just I saw a deer. Sat there half the day. Didn't see a damn deer. I was like, okay, well, that kind of sucks. Get down. I get over to where the trail I could see from when I was scouting my way in. And it's all old. Like, it's mud. So it holds sign.
Yeah.
It's old.
Yeah, it's old.
I was like, okay, well, that makes more sense. So I just start let's go over where that deer was. And I'm just putting boots on the ground. I'm going to scout through. I got my bow in my hand, and I'm finding nice rubs and like really crazy rubs and scrapes. And I'm going towards the swamp, and it's looking better and better and better. I'm like, okay, this has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
Worked my way out that day. Didn't end up seeing it. Go the other way. In the evening, didn't see anything. And I'm just like, I'm working all around where I've seen Kenny, and I can't find him. So I think it was like November 13th. And I'm guessing it was a Thursday evening. And I worked a little later than I was supposed to. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. If I even have an hour of daylight left, I'm going back out to that swamp property, and I want to get to the creek.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see how to get, I know there's a way to do it. And the swamp doesn't look that wet. It looks like just more of a dry area, but there's some cattails out there, which worries me a little bit.
Yeah.
You know how cattails get.
Yeah.
They're unpredictable, but typically it means it's wet. Cattails are no.
Yeah.
But I think I can wiggle around it. So I'm working my way in, and I'm right on the edge of public and private, and it's thicker than all hell. But I come up to this little area that's kind of up higher than the rest of everything, and it's a little bit open enough that I can get a shot off. And plus, I'm trying to make some noise, and I think deer will come to that. They have to come there to see me, basically.
Right.
Now, the spot I wanted to go was another maybe 50 yards, and it's like a little opening where trails are coming in from the public, coming in from the private, coming out of the swamp, and it all like hubs right there in one little spot. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But the wind was blowing from me to the swamp, forecasted.
Okay.
And that's the way I expected the deer to come. Now, granted, when I was standing in that little opening, I'm hitting my little puffer, and the wind's coming and hitting me directly in the face.
Interesting.
Towards the open oak stuff behind me, basically. Right? And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to call from here because my wind's good right now. And if I go down and I drop, it's not much in elevation, maybe 10, 12 feet. I'm thinking those winds, for whatever reason, they're hitting something and swirling towards me. If I get down there, maybe it's going to be pushing the way I don't want it to be. So I'm like, all right, I got my rattling antlers. I just start banging the antlers. I'm breaking shit as I'm doing it because I've already planned I'm going to set up on this tree. It's got some brush around it. And from there, I have openings, but I need better lanes. So I'm like, I'm going to crash through and break stuff down. So I have shooting lanes while I'm rattling my antlers. So I sound like a deer.
Interesting
fighting.
tactic.
Yeah, but I'm also clearing shooting lanes.
Right.
Right? Like, there's no point in doing those two things separately.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm banging the antlers together. I'm kicking down like these just little dead stuff that needs to be cleared so I can have good shots. And I go and sit down, and I have my bow out, and I'm fumbling with some stuff. And I swear I hear a stampede of deer coming at me. Like, in my mind, a deer was running, and it was right on top of me right now. Now it's behind the tree I was set up on, and it's thicker than all hell, and you can't see more than 20 feet.
Oh, geez, yeah.
So, like, I can't tell what's beyond there. And if a deer's coming from that way, it's got to come around and basically be right on top of me to kill it. So I'm grabbing my bow, and I'm ready. Like, I'm on a knee. My release is clipped in, and then I hear to my right, and I swing around, and I think a deer's coming in from my right, and I look, and I can see it's a giant leaf falling through the air, and it's hitting little branches in the thicket because the wind's blowing like 30 mile an hour.
Yeah.
So, but like, you can't tell where I'm at for whatever reason. The wind's coming over top of my head. So just the noise of that leaf, it was like a choo, 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 choo. It sounded it had the same cadence and everything, same, like, loud as hell.
Was it a big sycamore leaf?
Yeah, giant sycamore.
That's got
like,
it. Yeah. That's the only one I can think of that would do that.
And I'm like, oh. So my heart's racing. I'm thinking deer running in. Here's just this stupid leaf. And I couldn't see the first one because it must have been just out of sight when it was happening over behind me. So I'm like, oh, man, I feel stupid. That's not a deer.
It wasn't even a squirrel.
It wasn't even a
leaf.
squirrel. It was a freaking leaf. I don't know if that's ever happened to anyone before, but man, I'm telling you, like, you know how sometimes you're up in the tree and like the wind will blow and those old dead leaves that are still hanging on will start kind of going.
Yeah.
And it's like
Like a pin oak.
Yeah, like a pin oak or something. You kind of, Start looking around. You're like, oh, it's nothing. It's kind of what was happening with this leaf. So I'm like, okay, and I'm facing that way now, and I hear something to my right, and I'm just happen to look over, and I'm like, oh, probably another leaf. I look over, and there's a giant buck coming right at me. I'm like, oh shit! He's kind of paralleling me, moving towards me though, but he's not coming like directly at me. He's working to my side, and I'm like, oh shit, that's a giant buck, and I'm like, that is 100% Kenny. 100%. Giant 4-point right hand side. Like, that's Kenny. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, something's not right here. And I'm watching him come through. Well, the way this lays out, I know this because the last time I walked out, I went the same way this deer was going. There's like a little drainage from the swamp. It's a low spot that comes up between the two ridges, if you want to call them that. It's only a slight drop down, maybe 5 feet or so.
That's enough.
Yeah, and it's just a low spot, but it's probably 10 feet wide, and it's open. There's nothing in it. Like, it's wide open. Other than a couple trees that kind of fell down across it, you can still make your way through it. And then on my side, it's all briar brush, thicket, nasty.
Interesting.
And on the other side, it's thick as well, and then it goes up into this beautiful private land that's just wide open. But it's thick on both sides, and it's open down in that bottom. He was in that little drainage working through right after I just rattled and everything. And so I could basically see from like his neck, where his neck started, and up. Like, dude, something don't look right on this deer. Where's his other side? I don't see a left. Wait a second. He's a half rack. 4-point right side, 6-point left side gone. I think it was 5 or 6 on his left, with a giant brow tine that gave him his name. It's like killing Teardrop without his teardrop. You just don't do it, Russ. Oh, that Teardrop was giant. I'd shoot him.
It was big.
So I'm like, damn it. And he's coming across. So now I'm like thinking, all right, well, let me at least get turned. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing stuff. Maybe his antlers are there and I just can't see him at 20 yards as he's walking. And the wind, for whatever, he just happened to die down right at that moment. And there's a little pocket that was like maybe volleyball size. And he kind of gets his head into that pocket as I'm trying to turn to get turned that way, because I don't know if I'm going to shoot him yet. In my mind, it's a big ass deer.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he's a half rack. Well, when I turned, I was wearing that leafy top, and there was a freaking rose bush, like a couple thorns coming out of the base of that tree I was on that I wanted to cut and get rid of, but then I thought I was under attack.
Yeah.
So I didn't. And it got hung up on the leafy suit. When I turned, it made that like ripping noise, just like, and he heard it immediately, turned his head. He was in that he was walking, he just stepped his head into that wide open hole and just turned right at me. And I'm like, yep, he's a half rack.
He got me.
And I'm done. And he kind of looked at me and started doing the head bob. I'm just a big idiot sitting on the ground with no cover basically at this point. And he snorted and bounded probably 4 times and stood there like 50 yards forever. Just stood there. Just like big deer do, just trying to figure out what just happened. Flicked his tail, snorted a couple more times, and just walked off like nothing ever happened.
He just knew something was funky and he didn't like it.
He didn't like the giant guy that looked like a bunch of pile of leaves sitting in a spot he's not supposed to be sitting in. He didn't like that. But he couldn't get my wind. He was to my right. Wind was blowing, if I'm facing, the way like he's hard right. Wind was blowing right in my face behind me. So it was going nowhere near him. He would have been to my south basically, and the wind was blowing east to west, which is supposed to be a west wind blowing to the east. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I get back down I start walking down towards the spot I wanted to go to, that little hub, because at this point now I've spent some time and it's getting dark, and I'm like, let me just go sit in that little spot and I'll call some more and see if anything else comes out. And I blew out a doe that was bedded right near there. I'm like, dang it, man. But I was like so pumped up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I was not upset at all. Like I just had an encounter with this deer that I've been trying to find now for over 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Legitimately 3 weeks I've been looking for this deer. And I finally found him in a spot that I knew in my gut he was there. I just knew it. I just had to find him. I'm like, all right, I'm fired up. I'm like, but it sucks. He's a half rack. I don't want to pursue him any longer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's weird or if other people feel that way, but like,
Well, if he makes it, you got another shot at him next year.
right.
You just gotta hope he like snaps off that main beam and
I
he's just a
know.
big spike.
Oh yeah, I know. I was thinking too. Maybe he'd lose a couple more points and becomes a giant illegal
Illegal
spike
buck.
or something.
Yeah.
He's got to lose at least one off the top. If he loses
doable.
one more off the top, he was good. But
I mean, it makes sense though too, man. We talked about earlier on in the year with this drought and stuff that we had this year. We knew deer were going to be breaking.
how many times did I say that on this podcast?
Yeah,
This is the year.
this is the year,
Deer are gonna break.
and it happened a lot, dude. I saw
Mhm.
a lot of half racks on camera, and I saw a lot of breaks.
Oh yeah.
There were so many spindly deer this year; it
Mhm.
was just bound to happen.
And this deer was never heavy deer. That's the other part to it, and I know that area carries some big brutes.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
a matter. And we may not have seen them, but they were somewhere in that area between that giant, vast area that we weren't really even covering, plus the private land and everything else.
Oh yeah,
There's big bucks in there,
Yeah.
for sure. So someone broke them off, and I was like, all right, well, that makes Browser my number one.
yep.
I'm going to hunt them. Well, that morning, the next day would have been Friday, I think the 14th. I could be totally wrong. But that next morning, he hits camera at like 6 a.m., just before legal light. Okay, well, he's still alive. That's a bonus,
Positive.
and probably heading into the same bedding area. We kind of have figured that's where he's been all year long. But again, he hits a camera at 6 in the morning in the rut without a doe. He could be in the next
Cruising.
county
Yeah,
by the afternoon, So I'm like, all right, well, hey, I work a couple hours extra this week. I'm going to get out a little early today. And I'm going down there and I'm just going to try to find him. I think about a week earlier, I had hunted this spot that we call the Bull. And it's where I shot my buck back in 21, I think it was.
I know exactly.
The
what you're
9
talking
point
about.
and 21 down
Yeah.
in there. And then it got cut. And it's a lot different. It plays out a lot differently. But I was in there and I was kind of chatting with the guys the one day. It was supposed to be after a rain. It was during a pretty decent rainstorm, and I got totally drenched. Didn't see any deer. But I knew that area in the past has always been good kind of connection point. I'm looking at the map that day and I'm like, this has to be the spot I kill this deer. Like, I could have went a couple different areas with different cameras that we've seen them in the past. Like, we saw him not far from there, probably 300 yards. That's a picture I sent you in the daylight. He was
Yeah.
chasing that doe out first week of November. And I'm like, all these areas he's been to, this is kind of the connector point. And I just need to get back in there. I'm going to access it from a completely different side this time. Usually I come in from the east side. This time I'm coming in from the west. So I start to make my way back in, and I think there's a trail that goes through there from the old days. It is so overgrown. Dude, I'm on my hands and knees. Arrows are falling out of my quiver. Like, it's a mess, right? It's a mess. Like, this shit is super thick, but I'm like marking everything. I'm like, this is still a trail here. Somehow deer are making their way through it, but people are not meant to be in this part of the world. Like, it's way too thick. Pop out, and I'm right where I want to be. So I take a couple steps, and I'm like, okay, well, there's this like dead branch hanging in the tree in front of me. I'm like, I got to get rid of that. So I grab it and I throw it over. I'm like, okay, well, there's a trail right here at like 8 yards. And there's another one up there at 25, and there's one over there at 30. It's going to suck if they're on this close one. But
That's
this,
tight.
I'm like, but this maple right here, double maple is perfect. And I'm right on the edge where it falls down off the hill and it goes into like an old strip mine area. And, which is the very much overgrown part. We used to hunt coyotes in there and sit on the other side of the hillside and watch that valley. No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Everything's like 10, 15 feet high.
Oh,
It's
man.
insane. So I get up and I'm like, okay, this looks pretty good. I'm in a tree and I can see where Joe was at, where he shot his coyotes last year, first day of rifle.
Yeah.
I don't know why he would ever climb that tree. It's like an aspen. It's just terrible. There's no cover at all. But he had a gun.
Yeah.
And I don't. I have a bow.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, that's whatever. This is a good tree. And I'm sitting up there and pretty early on, man, I look up and there's deer going across the hillside out in front of me.
Good sign.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, perfect. Let's see what he does. I pull up and it's a spike. Okay, well, it's probably same spike that busted me a couple of days ago. Not far from that area when I was hunting. I hunted down in there looking for browser, and I saw a ton of bucks. This was probably, like I said, it was about a week or maybe a week or so earlier. Different spot, I found a ton of bucks, and they were all cruising this back edge, which leads to where I am now. I'm like, okay, that's a good sign. Everything's starting to mount up. Well, this spike comes off the hill and literally works right towards me and comes past me at 30 yards and goes back into the area where I had seen him the other day. It's like, okay, that's a good sign. I kind of got my phone in my pocket, and I'm like, I don't care if this thing buzzes or what. I don't want to know if he hits one of the other cameras. I don't care. I'm going to hunt this spot. And I'm fired up because now I've seen a deer and he cruised right past me. I'm like, okay, it might be a spike, but I don't care.
It's good.
It's a start, right? And it's been weird because a couple of times on camera, it was like what we were calling the buck parade. It started with like a spike, a forky, and would get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then at the end of that parade, typically was browser. So I'm like, all right, hey, let's go. You never know. I don't see another deer for hours. I was in pretty early, and he was up at like 2:30 maybe, moving. I'm like, all right, it gets to about, I don't know, whatever time it was, half hour before dark.
Yeah. Which isn't late because time changes.
Right.
happen.
I'm thinking it was like 5-ish.
Yeah.
I can't remember
Probably
exactly.
even earlier than that.
Yeah, it might have been earlier. It might have been 4:30.
Yeah,
Might have been the dark at 5. Who knows? And I'm like, you know what? I said I wasn't going to call in here, but I can't help myself. I just rattled in that buck the day before. I'm sitting up here, and in my mind, I'm starting to kind of fight myself. Like, I'm starting to already think about where am I going to hunt this weekend? I got Saturday and Sunday, and in my head, I'm like, this could be my last real chance at, possibly filling this buck tag. So I'm beating myself up a little bit, and I literally had to stop myself and go, listen, dude, you just need to shut the fuck up for a second, okay? Quit worrying about Saturday. Quit worrying about Sunday. Hunt your hunt
right
today.
now, man.
You're in the woods. You're in the woods. You have a chance. Let's just hunt your hunt and see what happens. And then tonight, when you're beating yourself up, you can freaking worry about the next 2 days.
You can do all the e-scouting you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
But right now, let's just chill out and hunt your hunt. All right. Put a smile on my face. Grab the rattling antlers. Well, first I grunt a couple times, do a kind of a little sequence, and then and I start banging the horns. Get those put away, and I'm just kind of taking it all in. I'm like, hey, I'm out here, man. This could happen at any minute. And I hear a deer coming off the hillside to my right. So kind of to lay out for you, like I said, that, behind me, everything is pretty much just dropped straight down off the hill, probably 20, 30 feet into this crazy thick bottom. There's really nothing back there that I ever imagined shooting. To my left is a thick area where all the bucks were kind of cruising and stuff the other day. And then out in front of me is that cut area and towards like basically the tree where I shot that buck out of a few years prior, 4 years prior. And to my right goes up the hill, up onto the 4-wheeler trail that wraps around this bull, goes the whole way around this bull. So I expect him to kind of come from that right-hand side based on where I think he's bedding. But in all honesty, I'm kind of assuming he's going to do what that spike did. That's why I was so excited, because that's the spot where they usually come down off the hill. It's like a little gradual drop down and they come down in. But I hear something to my right, and it sounds like a small ditch, but it's light. It's not a heavy sounding deer by any means. And I'm getting curious. I hear it coming. I'm like, oh, that's definitely a deer. 100%.
Yeah. Right cadence.
Yeah. You can tell like that's a deer walking. That's not a squirrel. That's, it's not a leaf. It's a deer this time. And now I can see a deer with my eyes coming down off the hill, and it kind of is coming directly to my right-hand side, and it's coming down the hill right at me. I'm like, oh boy. And it kind of starts to curl a little bit more to my right, which is, there's nothing there. It's like I said, it's real super thick. That's kind of the way I came in.
Yeah.
And it drops off into some nasty shit. I'm like, okay. So I pull up my binos and I see giant 3-point left side. I'm like, There's only one deer here that has a giant 3-point left side, and that's my boy Browser.
That's my boy Browser.
So I'm like,
dude,
double taking. I'm like, that's got to be him, right? Has to be.
it's unmistakable.
So at this point, I'm like, I'll figure it out. Put my binos away, put it back in my chest harness. I got my bow in my hand already. So I'm like, that's why I can't really get a good look at him because I'm one hand bino.
Oh yeah.
And
I usually I'll grab it and I'll grab the top of my hat.
I like
and try
doing
and
that.
stabilize it.
And then I'll also like set it on top of my bow
Yep.
and try that as well. And it helps a little
It
bit.
does.
So I'm kind of looking and I can get a good enough look to tell it's a big deer and it's got every bit to think it's him. So I put my binos away and he starts kind of coming down the hill. Well, I realize now he's limping. That's why he sounds like a smaller deer.
Yeah.
He's got a really bad limp, like on the one leg. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. This deer comes down and gets to like 40 yards, 35, 40 yards. Now, between him and I is not a clear line of sight. There's a bunch of little trees and brush and stuff because I'm right on that edge. And I see nothing but just frame. Dude, my heart starts thumping. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's him.
Yeah.
Like, holy hell, it's him. I found him. I found my number one the day before, and here I am with an encounter with my number two the next day, which is now my number one. And I'm like, holy shit, that's Browser. Like, there he is. And he's coming down and he's limping in. Well, here I'm getting perfectly ready. Like, I am 100% prepared. I'm out. I already swung around. My hips are turned. My release is on the D loop. Like, I'm already in my mind thinking, okay, if he comes on the trail, he's going to be at that 8-yard trail, which is tight. And I have kind of a spot I can draw when he gets to that point, but I'm pretty much screwed. Or he can turn left and he's going to come across at 25 yards on that trail. So I'm like, all right, here we go, baby. He's coming down the hill. He's limping. He's got his head down. Gets to like 30 yards. And I shit you not, he picks his head straight up and looks right at me. Picks me like that. I am not moving. I haven't moved a muscle. I'm already in my spot, prepared. And now in my head, I'm going, you asshole, you swung out too far from behind the tree. Like, in my mind, I'm thinking I screwed this up. Even though I got a tree to my left because I'm in a split.
Yeah.
You know, I have a tree kind of which would be behind me,
Breaking
based
you
on
up
where
a little
he's
bit.
yeah. And there's a lot of stuff between us. It's not wide open. Like, there's a bunch of branches. There's no leaves, but there's branches everywhere. I'm like, oh no. And he's just locked on me. Well, I never kind of put this all together, but I was just rattling.
Yeah.
So I probably gave away my location, and he come down to kind of check me out, and that's why, boom, he picks me, right? I'm like, oh no. So I'm sitting there, and I'm just trying not to move. I got my bow in front of my face, and I'm just hiding behind it.
You can see me.
You can see me. And dude, he's not letting up. Like, he's just staring through me. So I'm just like, you know what, screw this. I just close my eyes, and I'm like, in this, whatever, take it for what you will. I just start praying.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, dude, please, Lord, just give me an opportunity at this deer. At this point, like, this isn't even about me anymore. Like, let me put this poor animal out of his misery. He's limping. He's hurt. On top of that, like, I have put my family through hell this whole season. Like, put in a ton of time. I'm like, you know what? Don't do it for me. Do it for them. Do it for the deer. Do it for, you know, friends, family, whoever, right? It's no longer about me. It's about everyone else that's affected by me putting in way too much time deer hunting. Okay. I'm like, all right. I open my eyes. He's still staring at me. Okay. But at this point now, I've kind of calmed down a little bit. Like, I'm still thumping.
Oh, yeah.
But
There's no way you're not.
No, I mean, dude, if you'd seen his frame live, standing at 30 yards, I'm like, holy shit, this is one of the biggest frame deer I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And now eventually it's been, because it's getting darker and darker and darker too, which is kind of getting me worried. And I finally see his antlers starting to kind of turn left and right. And he starts looking around. I'm like, okay, not out of the weeds yet, but
We're getting there.
I think I've passed the first test. and I'm not moving until you're in a spot where I can kill you. I'm not moving an inch. And he kind of looks at me again. And then I see the tail flick, and I'm like, huh?
You gotta start stepping.
Maybe we get a chance here. So he starts moving again. He starts limping. Starts coming to the right. I'm like, okay. He starts to turn. So he's not going to come 8 yards underneath me. He's going to start turning towards that 25-yard trail. And there's a couple trees out there, but it's wide open.
Yeah.
So just like the script's written, puts his head behind the tree. I draw back. Arrow falls off the string.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Full panic mode. Almost sets in, but I've been here before. Not that long ago.
Grab it with my mouth.
Grab it with my finger, put the knock in my mouth. I know the steps to this procedure. I'm like, you got to be shitting me, though. I'm kind of upset, but I'm like,
Is it the same arrow?
no, it was not.
Not at this
not
point?
the same
Yeah,
arrow.
okay.
No, it wasn't the same arrow. And it falls off, and he's still walking across my face. I'm like, oh. So again, I grab my finger, literally put the knock in my mouth like I've done multiple times, and he's approaching the second tree. Like, I need to let down so I can fix this arrow and be able to draw back by the time he gets behind the second tree, which is a tall task. So I let down, undetected, get my arrow on the string. Well, now it come out of my rest, and my rest is still up.
Oh,
Yeah. So
you're like trying to flick it.
I'm trying. I didn't even try. I'm trying to figure, and I've done this, so I know there's enough room to get my arrow back on the rest, but it is tight.
Yeah, you
So
gotta
my-
break that barrier and get it
And my
in there.
arrow's hitting my sight, and it's kind of making a little bit of noise.
Oh man.
I finally get it over, and I get it back on the rest. I'm like, please just work this time. You know, I'm tightening back onto the string, and he has no clue. But he's come out from behind the tree now at this point. He's in the wide open. He's only at 18 yards.
Oh man.
Broadside. He's walking across my face. I draw back. Arrow's good. We are in business, my friend. And dude, I kid you not, if I could just tell you for whatever reason, and I don't know why, but that pin literally glued to his vitals.
That is so awesome.
Just glued there. And the problem is, thank God it did, because when I let down, my peep twisted. So now I'm looking through a half twisted peep, and I'm trying to line it up the best I can. And I'm kind of doing, that it's dark now. Like I'm probably within the last 3-4 minutes of legal shooting light at this point. And I'm doing that little head bob where you kind of pick your head out to make sure
you're good.
that you're on the right spot that you're supposed to be in. And I always shoot 2 eyes open anyways. But, at this point, I'm like closing an eye, trying to make sure that my peep is lined up. But it's kind of twisted. So I'm lining up the top and bottom because left and right ain't right.
Bite it with your teeth, move it.
Usually I would move it with like my nose. But I'm like, every time I go back into my bow, my pin is perfect. Like right behind the shoulder, just money. Well, he stops, and I'm settling everything in. Like I said, I'm doing all that, and he's still looking ahead, but he stopped and just let me do all of these things. Well, then he looks at me. I was like, no, we're not playing this game. I'm like, all right, here we go. It's now or nothing.
You're locked in.
Let it go. And I just remember when I let it go, dude, I did not move a freaking muscle. Like I just remember everything was there. Like I'm just holding it, basically closing my eyes at that point. I'm not dropping. I'm not doing anything. Let it go. And I see that lighted knock fly. And dude, I don't hear the thwack. I don't hear it hit him. But the arrow kind of looks like it disappears through him.
It's those VPAs, dude.
Yeah, and it's sticking in the ground behind him. And I shoot under. The deer bounds 4 or 5 times and stands there. He only bounded like 30 yards, and he's standing there like nothing hit him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I think I just missed him. Like I'm falling apart inside. I'm like, I can't even be happy. Like I'm crushed. I'm like, there's no way, right? How did I miss this deer? Like I was right there. I swear I was right on him. But it's dark and all this other stuff.
Everything's
happening.
possible.
And doubt's just like natural. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I hit this deer. And I hear him start to kind of walk away. And then I think I hear, shh, 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 shh. which sounds like a deer that crashed and kicking up leaves.
Yeah.
And I don't hear anything. Just quiet. Probably the best noise you can ever hear.
Oh, yeah.
After something like that. And I'm like, I think he's dead right there. I think he just crashed. I can't see him. I have no clue. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, either A, I missed him, or B, he's dead at 60 yards. There's no in between at this point. I'm freaking out, dude. I called Joe and I'm like, dude. He's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, I just shot Browser. Or I didn't say that. I said, I just shot at him. He's like, what? I'm like, dude, I just shot at Browser. No way. I'm like, yeah, I have no idea if I hit him or not. Like, I'm freaking out. I said, no, dude, I don't know. I'm blah, 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 blah. Talking a million miles an hour. I don't even remember what he said. Like, dude, I don't know. I don't freaking know. I have no freaking clue. I said, he was 18 yards. My freaking arrow came off the string again. Like, I'm freaking out, right? I'm like, oh, dude, you got to get new arrows. You got to do this. You got to, like, shut up. I know. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I said, let me get my stuff together here and I'll get down. I'll let you know as soon as I look at I got to get the arrow. I just got to get to the arrow. So I'm like frantically just grabbing shit. Lower my bow to the ground. My quiver's still in the tree with me. I'm like, shit. I ain't carrying it back up. Stuffed the quiver in my backpack. While I was doing that, I accidentally knocked one of the arrows loose, so it falls to the ground. I'm like, oh, crap.
You're just all flustered.
Yeah, which is not easy to do because I got a new quiver and everything now because I was sick of them falling out. So I got one of those, I think they're the tight spots or whatever.
Tight spot.
Freaking amazing.
Nice quivers.
Oh my God, so nice. So I'm like, I don't even know how I just did that, but whatever. Because I'm just freaking out, right? Get all my stuff together and I fly down the tree. Like I'm Batman down the tree, okay? I just leave all my stuff there, grab my headlight. I'm like, I got to go see this arrow. I walk up to it. I'm looking at it and I don't see anything on it. I'm like, oh no, how did I miss this deer? There's no way. And then I look at the green fletching and I'm like, wait a second. In the fletching, like the crease, there's blood. I'm like, hold up. That looks like blood. I grab the arrow. My hand is covered in blood.
Yeah.
And it's good blood. Like that good red blood. I'm like, he's dead. He's dead. 100%. Now it's celebrate time. Like freaking fist pumps. I'm like, oh, he's freaking dead. I'll guarantee. So I called Joe back. I'm like, dude, here's freaking covered in blood. He's covered in blood. I'm like, I'm telling you, dude, he's dead. He's dead right over there at 50, 60 yards. I'm telling you. I'm freaking out. I called a couple of people. Get on Polo, do all that. I got to do my Polo. So if you guys want to witness all these freakouts that we have all throughout the year when someone kills a deer, you got to join our Marco Polo on our Patreon account. It's well worth it. So I'm kind of freaking out. I'm all pumped up. And I'm like, dude, he's got to be right there. So I finally kind of calm down, get all my stuff together, and I just take my light and get my big light out. And I know when he bounded, he went on this logging road that went through there where the guys that cut it a couple years cut that road out. And I get on that road and it's just freaking blood. A red carpet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, he's going to be dead right here. I take like 3 more steps and I look up and I see something at the end of my headlight that looks a lot like a white belly. Dude, that's a deer. And sure as shit. Big light on, start walking towards him. He was laying right there in the middle of the tree.
Dude, oh man.
In a giant puddle. He was in the only puddle. Like it was one of the, I don't know if they got their skidder stuck there or whatever, but it was like a big giant rut.
Oh yeah.
That just happened to be full of water. And he's laying in it. Dead as a doorknob. Went nowhere. That VPA.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Zipped through him so quick and efficiently. Never heard it hit him. And he had no clue he was hit until he was laying dead.
Isn't that unreal?
It blows your mind.
That's what I experienced when I shot that doe.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear a thing. And it went through so cleanly, dude.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I think it went through so fast and it cut so clean. I think that's why that arrow had so much momentum for it to just go into the stratosphere.
Right. I mean, I had to forcefully pull my arrow out of the ground. It's probably 8-10 inches buried into the ground after passing perfectly through. Like it was an absolute perfect place shot. It was right in that V, the vital V Just perfect straight through, almost dead broadside.
Dude.
He went absolutely no.
And just
is your house haunted?
no.
Same kid, because I am tired.
Anyway, my house is not haunted.
Thank goodness.
That was a little freaky for a second.
Yeah, I heard voices, and then like the floor started creaking, and I was like, "All right, let's do this."
Dude, that's why I wasn't trying to be rude. Like the end of your story when you were like, and I saw his white belly, I was like, I just heard a voice.
I did too. I was like, "Let me finish this story so we can figure out what's going on here." But that was it, man. It was Browser for sure, and he's a unbelievable deer.
What did it feel like putting your hands on that
Dude,
freaking
that
frame, dude?
Oh my God. Like pulled him out of there and I'm just looking at him like, holy hell. You know, we had a real good idea how big he was, but until you see him in person, I said that all year long with Joe. I was like, dude, I don't think we know how big this deer is until we physically put eyes on him, because he's just such a brute, like such a big framey deer. And a big mature deer too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
just a beautiful big buck. And I don't know if his one hoof looked pretty bruised up and kind of big and bubbled up. So I wonder if that's what he was limping on, if he had an
Maybe.
injury on his foot or what.
Did you
I
look
don't
at
know.
his hooves at all? Did he have any weird cracking going on in his hooves or anything?
I didn't inspect him all that closely.
I saw this, dude. It's been probably people are like correlating like cracks. Murph, go lay down. These like cracks in the hooves with deer that survive EHD.
I've seen that as well, but they're
That's
pretty
what I was wondering.
noticeable.
Yeah.
The pictures I've seen are pretty noticeable.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering.
I didn't notice anything like that. I just remember thinking like his foot was like real fat and his hooves were kind of like short, and it was like kind of weird. Like his hooves were weird looking, but they weren't like cracked and weird
Interesting.
like that. Yeah, they were just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like big, but like not that much of the black like hoof area. It was just super weird deer. I don't know, but it was just a big brute of a buck.
Oh,
Man.
man.
Like giant. The pictures is. His chest just goes straight from his chest to his chin. Like
Oh,
his
yeah.
neck and everything just the same size all the way to his chin. Like freaking big old deer, man. I couldn't believe what he actually ended up taping out at. Way bigger than I could have ever imagined. Way bigger than anybody was guessing. But when you got a deer that's got 25 plus inch beams,
Yeah.
you know, and 5-inch mass at the bases, and he carried mass the whole way out.
You can tell.
Yeah, like even the last measurements on the 3-point side was still like 3.5 inches,
Yeah.
which is crazy when
Yeah.
you
It's
think
pretty
about
crazy.
it. You know, you got two mass measurements from basically the G2 to the end. You have two mass measurements
Yeah.
there. If I'm doing that part right, which I think I am. But I'm like, that's wild, dude. He scored as high as he did. Yeah, I was obviously floored.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, man.
First impressions, what a buck. You know, like looking at that frame, holding that heavy, massive deer, was like, holy shit, man. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude.
You know, he was very, very similar to Teardrop.
Yeah.
Like, obviously the same genes. Both of them were giant 7 points, same 4-point side, same 3-point side, just that Teardrop had that crazy drop tine
That
off his eye.
wild looking drop
Yeah.
down, dude. Yeah.
Teardrop more or less would, I bet you those two would be very similar.
Probably.
Very similar
Yeah.
in size and age. I was assuming Teardrop was a year older, but honestly, thinking about, we followed him for a couple years. The year before, he was nothing impressive. And then he blew up when Rush shot him that
Yeah.
year. He blew up into a giant, big, same thing, big giant frame, like main beams, like you couldn't believe, just way out and around. Just a cool buck, man. But hey, when I really think about it, it's like we were on this whole piece, this giant piece for one deer. And I was able to accomplish that. Like, that is insane to
Yeah,
me.
it really is. I mean, even the more insane thing, you already kind of touched on it. Going after your number one and
Mhm.
getting on him, realizing that he's broken, basically restating a new number one, and the very next day getting on that number one is, dude, that's impressive.
It's unheard of.
That
Like,
is unheard of. Like,
Shit, a lot of luck plays into that.
Yeah, no
you know,
kidding.
for sure. And it's weird because it was a season full of really that one encounter, the buck of Joe shot,
Mm-hmm.
that was my whole season up to that point. And again, it's mid-November. Like, I've hunted pretty hard throughout the whole year, and I haven't had that encounter that we're talking about. And I've never really done that great later in November. But it struck right. That time frame was just right, you know?
Yeah.
But to be able to rattle them both in, too, was kind of cool.
That's pretty awesome.
2 days in a row, rattled 2 different bucks in it.
I will tell you though, man, if you hit that right period where they're feeling froggy, it really does work. Like, I know a lot of guys say, like, don't call a lot in Pennsylvania, but if you hit that pocket, it's magical.
Mm-hmm.
It really can be.
Yeah, and the first deer was on public land. Second deer was on private land.
Yeah.
You know, they both get hunted. But yeah, I was pumped, dude. I just couldn't believe it. Super, super pumped to put my hands on that deer and put a tag around him.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's, like, unbelievable. Called up a couple people for some help. I was like, I kind of need some help getting him out of here. I'm back in here a ways. As far as you can kind of get to a point on that property, there's a couple places you can go where you're ways away from the truck. And where I parked, I ain't taking them out that way.
No way.
There's no way I'm getting them up that big hill and then down another hill. And then there's no way. And I'm like, I got the deer card on me. So I call Sabelli up. He literally had just maybe a half an hour before I shot the deer had sent a text or something like, hey, anybody need help dragging? Let me know tonight.
Perfect.
You're in luck. I got a job for you. So I'm calling Joe. I'm like, hey, bitch boy, you owe me. I just helped you get your deer out. Remember? You owe me. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, I don't know how if I can make it. I got the kids. I'm trying to put this. Like, all right, let me call Russ, see what he's doing, see if he's working or not. Luckily, so it must have been around 6 when I finally got him because he'd just been getting off work. So I'm like, oh, cool. I was like, can you get the 4-wheeler out here and help me get this deer out? He's like, yeah, it's gonna take forever if I go. He's like, I'm at work, so I gotta like go home, get the 4-wheeler out, get everything attached. It'd probably be like an hour. I'm like, I got the deer cart, dude. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So I went back to I don't know how long I spent just sitting there with the deer.
Oh, I'm sure.
Just soaking it all
How can you
in,
not,
right?
though, man?
Like,
that's the moment that you wait for.
just it's, as you think about it, it's psychopathic. Like, it is like psychopaths do this shit.
A little bit.
I'm sitting in the middle of the woods in the dark with me and the deer, like just the two of us hanging out. There's no one else around anywhere.
You're
I'm
just
just
petting him.
I'm just
Like-
sitting there, just admiring him, right? Just looking at him, like, look at this freaking deer, just soaking it up, man.
Yeah.
You know. Finally, get my butt back to the bike, take the bike all the way back to the truck. Sabelli's there. He pulls in. I'm telling him the story. I'm like, all right, we got to go around. So we pulled on around and got the deer cart in and ended up getting them out. But he took some great photos.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad I called him because he did. He took a ton of them. Which I was like, man, you took a lot of photos. He's like, well, you only get to kill them once.
That's right.
You're damn right.
Make sure you get it.
You're damn
I
right.
can't tell you how many times, dude, I've killed and then we've taken pictures and stuff and I've got out. We had them out. Deer's already hung and everything.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh man, whose finger is in front of this? Or like, what's going on?
Yeah, I try to get a lot of pictures too, but man, he was killing it on the angles and shit. He did a great job, for sure. And you know, I was fighting myself at the moment. I was like, I told myself I wouldn't get another shoulder mount unless the deer is considerably larger than the 4 I already have on the wall, because
Yeah.
that's like max capacity.
Right.
He's bigger than 2 of the deer on the wall, for sure, and looks bigger than the third one. He's just so framey. He
Yeah,
just
man.
looks giant. He measured out at 129 inches, 129 even, I think it was, dead
Yeah.
even. And then I'm kicking myself because I'm like, man, if he wouldn't have broke that G3 when he was in velvet, he snapped off about 2 inches of that G3 on the right side.
He'd have
Been right about 130,
Yeah.
130 inch 7-point, which is insane.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get that much to measure on a 7-point, you know? So I was very surprised. I think most of us were. We were all guessing in that teens, anywhere from 112. My guess was 122 because I'm looking at him live, where a lot of people.
And you're sitting there just kind of like,
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to measure. I was just comparing him to Joe's deer.
Oh, that too, yeah.
You know, because Joe shot that grade 8 point,
Yep.
and he was at 120 inches, 120. And I'm like,
That makes sense.
deer's bigger than that. In multiple categories, he's bigger than his buck. A bit bigger anyhow, but he's a 7 point, so you don't know. Like, what's he going to measure out to? So I guess 122, which was probably the highest guess of all the guesses. But again, I was the one physically handling him.
Yeah, and you're like, I know he's there.
Like, yeah, I'm thinking deer on my wall that are like in that teens number. And he has to be. But I did not expect that
No.
by any means. No.
Man.
Yeah. A brute.
That's so awesome,
A brute
dude.
of a deer. So I'll get a Euro mount of him anyhow, and he'll look real good next to the 8 point I shot
like
last
Euros,
year.
man. They're so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's gonna look
look
great.
insane as
He'll
a
look
Euro.
fantastic as a Euro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be able to take him off the wall and like
Hold
actually
him.
hold
You're
him.
gonna want to
too.
hold him too.
Yeah. So I was pretty pumped.
That is awesome.
We were in the top 10 for a while there in quest hunt until rifle season hit.
Yeah. the
Last I
rifle
looked,
season's a
we were in
bummer on that.
We were in 11th
Mm.
by like 3 inches, and I'm looking at their deer, and I'm like, I don't know, if push comes to shove, it might be worth going and getting measured just to see if someone falls out and we move up,
Oh yeah.
but probably won't drive to Missouri.
A long way.
It's a long way. And I haven't even looked. We could be in 15th place by now.
Yeah,
There were
that's
some
possible, too.
slammers getting killed in rifle
Were
season.
there?
Yeah.
Man, that rifle, it evens the odds big time,
Mhm.
dude.
No, don't get me wrong.
All
some-
those ones that guys were having encounters with.
Yeah. Some of the biggest deer still were killed in the archery season this year for
Yeah.
the quest hunt, but probably be our last year doing it anyways. So it was fun. At least we finally both got bucks on this god. That we broke the curse,
That's awesome.
the quest hunt curse. You know, that's been eating at me ever since that year I didn't fill my buck tag. First year we ever did it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm never doing this again. This sucks. And then I think it was last year I killed a buck, and then Joe didn't forever, and then he finally killed one. It was like, doesn't really matter at this point now because we're not even close.
Yeah. Oh man.
Go figure. We always enter in the years like the banner year for quest hunt. Like any other year,
People are just laying down studs.
yeah, like any other year, you kill a couple 115s and you're in the top 10. This year, it's like you better have 2 Pope and Young or better, or you're not making it.
Oh yeah.
Clearly, because we were
Clearly.
right there. We averaged Pope and Young score. You know, we had 252 was
Yeah.
our score. So it's like normally you're 251. You know,
You're right there.
that should have been good enough.
Yeah.
Most years it would have been good enough, but
Yeah.
it ain't about any of that. It's just
No.
that part's the fun part after the fact. You can kind of, you know, put a number to them and just be that's
It's just kind of cool.
it's cool.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
It's cool. I don't care. I'm not out there. You know, every year I say I want to shoot at least 125-inch deer or bigger.
It's a good goal to have, man.
This is the first time I've done it since that's been my goal. You know, 4 years now, I think. Maybe not, but close. Something
Yeah.
like that. It's been a few years now. I've been saying that. It's like, it doesn't matter to me. The
No.
score doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
And, you know,
That story itself, dude,
Mhm.
is unbelievable. You can't pass it that.
No. And who would have
We're
thought?
not in Iowa.
No, we're not. We're in Pennsylvania. For sure. Not in Iowa. And it's like, dude, especially after last year, like, we pass on some deer and then they don't show back up.
Yeah, oh,
It's
yeah.
like, damn.
I've kicked myself many years, dude, being on that. I want to hunt this buck and passing deer.
Mm-hmm.
Come to the end of the season, it's been like, man, why did you even remotely think about passing that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kicking myself.
Yeah.
It's happened so many times.
In my heart, like even what happened with that buck that Joe shot, like my first encounter, I knew when I see a deer and I go, oh,
Yeah.
that's a shooter.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter what
It
that
doesn't.
deer scores. I've looked at that deer and he got me fired up immediately. There's a couple deer I passed that were pretty good deer earlier in the year. I looked at them and I didn't get that. Immediately didn't get that. Like
Yeah.
I got fired up and I grabbed my bow and I look at them, and if I start to kind of question it, I'm like, listen,
Hmm.
that ain't what this is about.
Nope.
Like, I'm not into this. I'm not going to kill this deer just to kill a deer.
Mm.
That ain't it. You know, it didn't do it for me. Let them walk.
Let them walk.
It's cool to see that. And whether that deer survives or not, who cares? Someone else could have killed that deer, and maybe it's their biggest buck ever, and they're freaking floored. Like Sabelli almost killed him that night. the first encounter I had with Nicolas Cage. Sabelli almost called him in, and he had an opportunity at him and almost shot and killed him, and it would have been his best buck, you know?
Oh, dude.
And I would have been fired up for him, but that's just the way it played out, and that was my archery season. I didn't hunt again after that. I mean, my arrow's still in my quiver right now, bloody, covered in blood.
Covered in blood.
I haven't touched it. I'm just like cloud 9, like the relief.
Honestly, that arrow, I wouldn't clean it.
I don't know.
I wouldn't clean the broadhead.
I probably won't.
I wouldn't
because-
clean the arrow, and when you hang that arrow would go right there
Yeah.
because that arrow fell off. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things about it.
Yeah, I'm probably never going to use it again. Let's be
I
honest.
wouldn't clean it. I have arrows still. Go on the rack shack. There's
Yeah.
bloody arrows out there. There's one when I shot one. Oh man, dude, that buck would have been like 2015, 2016. It's still out there. It was when I was shooting those R words.
Mm.
And they had those rubber bands,
Mm.
and I shot this buck, smashed him, but my knock had come out of the arrow, and that's when I thought I missed him. But when I found the actual arrow, that freaking rubber band had slid the whole way down
Oh,
up
yeah,
over
yeah.
top of the fletchings, and that's what kicked that knockout.
No
And that rubber
shit.
band is still on those fletchings, still bloody, still out there. Like
Broadhead's
it was just like
probably
one of those
mangled.
ones I was mangled beyond like recognition.
The R word is recognition.
Recognition, that's right. But that one is just like, I'm never ever doing anything with this
Yeah,
arrow. It
dude.
just goes right with that deer.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I remember for a couple of years I was shooting those knockoff Spitfires that had a band on it.
The Cabela's ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Cabela Spitfires,
Yeah.
basically. And I remember the same thing would happen. Sometimes you'd shoot
just-
and that rubber band would be all the way down the arrow.
Yep.
You'd find it. No, I don't miss those at all. Not even a little bit.
No.
Like the shit, honestly, the shit we're shooting now, insane.
Dude, it's like eons above
Yeah.
what we were shooting before.
And I can say of the couple deer I shot with those Omegas, both died within eyesight. Had it not been so dark, I would have seen the buck go down for sure.
Literally.
He was right on the main trail. I could see the whole day that I was sitting there waiting for a deer to come the opposite direction down that trail,
Yeah.
right to me. And that doe died both within, they might have went 50 yards and fell over dead. And
They are
never even knew they were hit.
aggressive.
It's insane. They get so insanely sharp. Like I was shaving hairs.
I was
With
sharpening
them.
right out there,
I'm
dude. I
like-
was like, this is nuts, dude.
Like these, like you seen my fingers, they were bandaged throughout
Yeah.
90% of the season just from trying to get them off while shooting them in the yard, trying to unscrew them so I could pull the arrow out through the target.
Ow.
Yeah. God, shit. And that was unsharpened.
Yeah.
So I still got the scar right there. You'd be there forever on my thumb.
I started wearing cut-proof gloves when I started taking them off.
I start grabbing like a little, pliers or something. I would grab them with the pliers and then twist them off.
Yeah.
They're so damn sharp. And I have no problem with those broadheads at all.
No.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
They are insanely incredible. They blew away my expectations.
Oh,
I've
Bar none,
never
dude.
shot a deer with fixed blades really ever in my life that I've
It had
recovered that I can
been-
remember.
a long, long time, man. I think the last deer I shot with a fixed blade was literally my first buck with a bow.
Yeah.
And I was with a Thunderhead.
Yeah, I used to use the Thunderheads. I missed a shit ton of stuff with them. I don't think I ever shot anything with them ever.
Oh man,
I just missed everything.
I just missed everything.
Yeah, missed everything. Jeez, I got stories. I could fill up 3 more podcasts just to my misses. I've had a rough career in
Yeah, dude.
archery hunting, man. It's been, growing up, not really knowing what you're doing. It was a ton of fun throughout the years, but I didn't know what to expect. I've been shooting these pretty larger cut, mechanicals and hybrids with VIPs for how many years?
Killing
you
the
know?
shit out of stuff with them.
And I killed one this year with a VIP.
Yeah.
My first year of the season, I just wanted to shoot these VPAs and give them their time and their glory. And boy, did they cash in. But I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, I'm not switching to the 3 blades. I'm getting the 3 blades, and I just kind of want to use them. If I can use them both at this, that'd be great. If I have to kind of, fudge with one or the other, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But man, just for the fact of they're one piece. The 3 blades are one piece solid built, like the sharpening
I think I like how they
Aspect.
sharpen better.
is going to be quicker if nothing else.
Yeah.
I was loving sharpening those Omegas towards the end. I had it down pat.
Dude, I felt like a psychopath. I was sitting there like so precisely, and so like I was not doing them fast. I was sitting there and just
Yeah.
like every stroke, I was like making sure everything was lined up perfectly. And I was just like,
I hear you. And I loved it. Like,
Yeah.
I've never done this, right? So it's been a lot of fun. But I'm like, I just want to give the 3. I saw what Mikey did with his. Like, they definitely do damage. And it's still VPA. So it's like, why
Yeah.
not?
yeah.
Let's see what they do.
Oh, they'll be in my quiver next year.
Yeah. 125 grain, 3-blade, baby. I was looking at the vented ones and I was like, I don't want the vented
I don't want
ones.
the vented either.
I brought it up to the group. And I was like, what would you guys think? Because you get a little extra cutting,
Mm-hmm.
width or whatever. I was like, is it really worth it? 1/8 of an inch? When you really think about it, it's not.
Dude, looking at like when you go on the website and looking at them, it just like when you're clicking through the options and stuff, it just makes me want to shoot like a 300 grain head
I
so
know.
bad because it just looks like
Get
you're-
that 1.5
It's like, dude, it's like a katana sword. It's like,
I know. They look badass.
shoot a refrigerator at it.
Yeah. Yeah, some of those heavy grain broadheads they make look insane.
Yeah, they're made for T-Rex.
They're like stealth bombers.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's what I think of them. Like, they're little stealth bombers.
Yeah. Unreal.
So we'll see how it goes, man. But that was it for that. And then, rifle season, just to recap real quick, we went out opening day. I got my cousin. We went into a spot and kind of on a whim.
I kind of talked to him a little bit
Did
at
you?
the party last week, and I was like, you got to come on.
Oh, yeah.
So,
let's do that.
I don't know
then.
that I want to have you tell the story.
I won't tell the story.
Cool.
And I wasn't planning on telling the story. He did get a doe. And Sabelli shot a buck the next weekend.
Yeah.
And
Real nice
then-
buck.
Yeah, nice buck next weekend. We were all together again. And I went out with Adam on last day of the season because I had a 2E tag. And I was
Yeah,
like,
dude. Why'd you buy a 2E tag?
So I could go out there and hunt with
Okay.
them.
All right. I was just curious. I was just like,
Well, when Sean was coming in
Yeah.
from Florida and I wanted to go out there, he was supposed to come in earlier. He screwed me. Okay, so blame Sean. He was supposed to come
we don't
in.
blame you, Sean.
I do. Yeah, I definitely do. He was supposed to get in like Thursday. I was going to ride up, spend the weekend out there. I think it was the weekend or something like that. I was going to spend a couple of days and I was going to hunt while I was out there with them guys. Like, I wanted to hunt. We were going to get together and hunt. And then we were going to maybe even go up to my camp because he had tags out that way, maybe do some hunting. So I was like, you know what? There's 1 billion doe tags in 2E. I'm just going to grab one
Nice.
just in case.
Yeah.
So I got this tag burning a hole in my pocket. I can up my DMAP late. It's like, but I'm probably not going to make it back out your way to hunt this 2E tag. You want to get together and do a little hunt? He's like, yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. So I drive out there Saturday morning. Dude, I had like 4 hours of sleep. I think I left ridiculously early. It's like 4:30. I left. I'm like, all right. I get there and there's some guys at camp, some guys that I had met in snake season when I was there, and dude, those guys are awesome.
They're just awesome,
They're
dude.
freaking awesome. Yeah, Justin's dad's out there and other guys out there, and meet up with them. We're bullshitting, drinking the coffee around. He's like, all right, let's go. We don't got far to go, and I'm like, okay, cool. So we drive around the block basically down below and get out, walk. Man, I'm pushing it here, 200 yards up a little slight hill into his little ground blind he's got there, and it's one of them old school round tiny ones. I'm like, we're barely fitting in there. I'm way too much man for this thing. But first thing, he unzips the door and I see a full-size propane tank in there. I'm like, dude, you're doing it right.
You are so cool right now.
Like this, you got to be kidding me, because he told me there was a heater in there. I'm like, you brought the whole full-size propane up in here? God bless you. So we get in there. I'm sitting on this little shitty stool seat, and the blinds are so short. I'm sitting on this tiny little fold-out stool, and I got to duck down to see through the window. Because now, granted, also we're looking uphill.
Yeah.
So you got to like duck down to see the top of
That
the
makes
hill.
a big difference.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, I'm readjusting constantly. My back's falling. My legs falling asleep. My butt's falling asleep. My back's hurting. He's got 2 little sandwiches heating up on the buddy here. He made me breakfast sandwich. I'm like, dude.
He is like, I know your rifle is the legend,
Mm-hmm.
but Adam is a freaking legend.
Adam
dude.
is the legend.
He is a legend, dude.
That day, the legends met each other.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was actually with us when Sabelli shot his buck.
I saw that.
Yeah, he was with us as well. So I'm like, all right, this I can get used to. I can get used to this. I'm not cold. I have my window to my left like unzipped a little bit just to let enough cold air in just to kind of maintain my body temperature.
Yeah, you got to regulate.
Yeah, you got to regulate.
It's like sticking your foot out when you're sleeping.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But then you think the goblins are going to grab your toes, so you got to
So
get it back
pull
under.
in.
So I put a knee out. Can't get my knee.
Yeah, my-
Not today, goblins. I know everyone knows what I'm talking about.
You do, and I do, and it's
It's not just me. So I'm like, all right, this I can get used to. And we're sitting there just kind of hanging out and breakfast sandwiches. We ate those. And I'm like, all right, dear, you can come out now. You know, we've done our thing. We're in here. We're warm. The heater's started. I was like, we just need to get one close enough downwind that's going to catch that heat, wants to come cuddle with us.
Yes.
You know, I'm like, yeah, here we go. So I keep thinking to my left, I'm seeing something. And I'm like, man, that looks, nah. And I'm like, yeah, something definitely moved. He's like, well, maybe it's a squirrel. There's a bunch of squirrels here. I'm like, I don't know. I keep staring over there. It was nothing. I have no idea what it was. Never. I don't know this ground. There's hilly, so I don't know if there's a hill there, if it's behind it.
I'll bet. Just thinking of how your season went, I bet it was a leaf.
Probably a leaf. Could have easily been a leaf, you know. And the wind was howling again, so like things were moving kind of, and it's a brushy, thick area. I thought it could have been a deer. I don't know. There could have been deer laying there.
Could have
just
been
picked
deer.
his head up and then put its head back down. I don't know.
Could have been a leaf.
Could have been a leaf. Never saw it again. Can't tell you. So I'm kind of chilling, and he's like, "Oh, there's a deer right there." Oh shit, okay. I look up and I kind of look where he's looking. He's out to the right side of the blind. I'm like, oh yeah, I see it. There's a deer coming across the hillside, probably 3/4 of the way up, and it's a big deer. And I'm like, by itself. I was like, I don't know about this one, buddy. Just get on it just in case. I'm like, yeah, I will. So I get the gun up, and of course, there's a down tree, and his head's right behind it.
Beautiful.
So it's just all perfect, wide open, broadside chest. I could shoot this thing a million times. I have no idea what it is.
No.
So it starts moving again, starts coming across. It stops again. And now all I can see is the head. It's a doe. All right, cool. He's like, well, whenever you get a chance, shoot it. Yeah, okay. And it's, there's a billion trees between us. So I'm like kind of trying to find the next opening. And I'm kind of moving around this blind. I'm trying not to be too much movement. And it starts to come through again. And the whole time alert. The deer was alert, which is weird. But at one point, it probably could have caught our wind because our wind was quartering towards where it came from. Probably smelled the breakfast sandwiches and wanted a second.
Wanted a bite.
Wanted to warm up.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to happen. That was the game plan.
No.
And I'm like, all right, so I'm kind of following her. Well, then there's just an enormous big oak, probably like 10 yards out in front of us. And she goes behind that. So now I'm readjusting in the blind. I'm in this stupid little stool.
You can finagle a little bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of adjusting my scope. And I'm like, all right, here comes another opening. And I can't squeeze it off. Goes behind another tree. I'm like, all right, here we go. I'm like, where's the next opening? Okay, there's the opening. And she's kind of like just trotting. So I'm just following her through the opening and get the crosshairs on her. And I was a touch low, but again, I'm shooting uphill. And when I shot the gun the other day at 50, it was hitting about 1.5 inches high. She's probably 80 yards from what Adam said. And he's like, probably only 80 yards. Looks a lot farther because it's uphill.
Yeah.
But I'm like following it. Pow! He's like, oh, you hit it. It bucked. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Well, she runs, like still running across our face right to left, and she gets out and stops. She's just standing there. Okay, well, I guess I got to shoot her again and reload, get on her. And I'm seeing like, I don't know, 10 inches of her midsection between two giant trees. And she's way up there. And there's some other stuff there, but whatever. So I get the gun on her. Pow! She doesn't move. I'm like, am I seeing this right? Now I'm like double guessing, like, Adam, is she standing there? Or did she like fall over and die and I'm just shooting at a dead body? Because I can't tell. All I could see is literally midsection and that's it. So
It's not moving.
Yeah, it's not moving. I'm like, is she standing? No, she's still standing there. I'm like, okay. It's like, all right, reload again. Really get nestled in on that edge of the blind. Because he had offered me the tripod, but with two of us in there was really no room. And I'm like, all right, let's just take my time this time. And I'm like, I know this is back, but I'm going to put one in her. Pow! He's like, oh, I heard it hit her. I'm like, you heard it hit her? What? I'm like, okay. And she kind of went off and then disappeared. He's like, I'm pretty sure she went down right there. I don't see her anymore. And we walked up there and sure as shit, I hit her the first time. That's the hole you can see on the picture
Yeah.
that I posted.
Just a touch low.
Little low,
Yeah.
but again, the exit was higher. The exit was actually good.
Yeah, because
I'm shooting
Yeah.
up it. But since she was moving, I was holding heart, and I hit her probably 6 to 8 inches back from there.
no big.
Not really terrible. It was mostly probably like right borderline last rib liver
Yeah.
area. Would have killed her. First shot would have killed her for sure. It was just a matter of getting another one in her. And then the second shot was basically right above that shot.
Nice.
But that was all I could get on her. That's all she was giving me. So
There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that, man.
got her down quick. And
Toast.
she was one giant big doe all by herself.
That was a nice doe, dude.
Yeah, really nice deer.
He sent
Oh.
me a Snapchat up, and I was like, holy smokes,
Yeah.
man.
And I'm like, well, we're at the top of the hill. This is great. I was like, let's just drag her down. Dragged her down by a foot because neither of us had drag ropes.
Oh,
All year I use my saddle linesman's belt. as my
Oh,
drag-
really?
That's my drag rope. Always has been since I started saddle hunting. And I'm like, that's what I use. So when I go gun hunting, I hope someone else has one or else I'm dragging it by a foot. He's like, we can use my belt. That's what I've been using all year. I was like, nah, dude, we're
What are you
good.
doing, dude?
Yeah. Like, now we're good. We got like 5 inches of snow. It is downhill the whole way. It's like kind of nudge her and she just starts sliding.
Oh, yeah.
One of those kind of scenarios. So we got her taken care of, and I'm like, well, I can't hunt anymore, dude. I'm like, I kind of came to hang out for the whole day. I even brought stuff to spend the night, but that bad storm was coming in.
Yeah.
Supposed to hit at 1, and I shot the deer at 8 in the morning. So I'm like, I'm done. So we went back. We went to the Broken Arrow.
Oh.
Yeah,
What kind of pie did you get?
I got banana.
Oh,
They
man.
only had 2 kinds, banana and butterscotch.
Oh, okay.
So I figured banana was better than butterscotch, and Adam got both, and he confirmed banana was
He
the
got
better.
both.
He had to take one home to MJ. 'cause
Oh, okay.
She was already upset that he was the Broken Arrow without her.
God,
I'll go there every time.
I
I'm
love
out
that
way.
place.
Yeah,
I love
love
that
the
place.
Broken Arrow.
I love that you can get meatloaf, a spaghetti dinner. You can get a bucket of chicken if you want
Yeah.
a bucket of chicken. Like, that place is just awesome,
Those
dude.
giant, were they flatbreads or something along those lines?
I
I don't know
don't-
what they called them, but remember the party across from us? That table got
I think they were
one
calzones.
Calzone,
Dude, they
yeah.
were humongous.
enormous. Like you
Yeah.
could share them across like 4 people.
Yeah, dude, it took up the whole table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Someone got like because it's still breakfast time, and someone across from us again ordered one of those like breakfast style. They took like 2 bites out of it. I remember the waitress mentioned, man, she didn't even eat any of this. I almost called over to her. I was like, what are you doing with those leftovers?
Box it up.
You put it in a box. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I didn't though. I got a meal that was very similar to Connie's. Reminded me of Connie's.
Really?
Yeah, remember the put it all in there from Connie's? It's very similar. I made it myself more or less because I got the sausage gravy on the side and then poured that on top of it.
Yeah, pour it on.
It was so good. And that's what it was. Potatoes, ham, sausage, peppers, onions, and what am I missing? Bacon? Yeah. All in one, and then take the sausage gravy on top of that. Fantastic.
You're making me so hungry right
Mhm.
now.
And that with a banana pie, which is like number 3 on my list, by the way. Of
Oh,
pies.
dude, I'm
Banana cream.
I'm a pie guy.
I'm putting
I'm a
banana.
fan. It's up there.
Did I ask you yet to rate your top 5 pies?
No.
This is important. I think we need to do this before we end this podcast.
Okay.
Do you want to hear mine first? While you think?
I do. I don't
Okay.
probably don't need to think. But
All right, perfect. Number 1 pie of choice is
are you going? Wait. Are you going 5 to 1 or are you going 1 to 5?
1 to 5.
Okay.
Pumpkin pie is my number 1.
Really?
My mom's pumpkin pie is like the greatest thing on this planet, and I every year I live for it.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, I
I like pumpkin pie.
love it.
It's
But
not my number 1 though.
But it's crazy because I won't go and order a pumpkin pie anywhere.
no,
I won't buy
wouldn't
a
either.
pumpkin pie,
Mm-mm.
but my mom's, that's the only pumpkin pie I really
Yeah.
enjoy, which is why it's number 1.
Okay.
So, number 2, apple pie
Yeah.
with the lattice top.
Okay. You ever do a slice of cheddar cheese on it?
No, That sounds crazy to me. All right.
You've eaten some crazy stuff.
I sure have.
Throw a slice of cheddar on top.
That sounds crazy. but
Trust me.
Okay. All right. On top of apple pie. Okay. We're
It's a
gonna do
Herb
it.
Davis special right there.
All right. Number 3, I think I'm going to go blueberry pie. Number 3 with that sugar crisp top.
Mm.
And then number 4 is banana cream or coconut cream.
Also
Putting those
good.
in the same category.
Yeah.
Banana cream, coconut cream. Number 5, I think also just, this is very specific, but it's strawberry rhubarb would be like my number 5.
That's easily in my top 3.
All right. Let's hear it.
So number 1, I always get one every year. I'm not a cake guy. I'm a pie guy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is right in my
Love pie.
right in my wheelhouse. My wife always makes me a pie. It's a peach blueberry. Baby.
Oh, that sounds good.
So good. That's number 1. Number 2, going apple.
Okay. Yeah.
I think with the slice of cheddar on it. It's so good, dude.
And I could put also, mind you, like the apple or the blueberry with a nice like vanilla
Oh, you got to do
scoop of
Alamo,
vanilla ice
dude.
cream
Yeah.
a la mode. That's a given for
It's
me.
hard to beat, man.
It's a given for me.
It's hard to beat.
All right, number 3.
Number 3, I think I'm going to go with strawberry rhubarb also
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's also, again, really hard to
Fantastic.
beat.
Yes.
Number 4 is kind of a toss-up between the banana cream or lime because I do love a key lime pie, man. I think I'm going to put that number.
Damn, that makes it tough. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Key lime's
pie.
fantastic.
And then just because I'm going to switch it up, I'm going to say peanut butter pie for number 5.
Oh, okay.
With a graham cracker crust.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're getting like a little crazy with that one, which I love. I
It's
love
so
all
good.
those. Yeah.
So good. And then I have probably down to like number 20.
Mhm. Yeah, I haven't met a pie yet I don't like.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Boston cream pie.
I
Good.
I like them all,
Oh, man.
you know? But yeah, that was a fun conversation.
That
we
was a
had the
great
other day.
conversation.
Yeah.
That's going to be a new podcast question for guests.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so
What's
excited.
what's your favorite pie?
What's your favorite pie?
Top 3 pies, go.
Yeah.
And why is it this, and this?
Yeah. Why are these in the top 3?
Yeah. Pumpkin surprises everyone when I go pumpkin. 'Cause
That
it's
did
like,
surprise me.
again, there's not that many good pumpkin pies out there.
Yeah.
So
I like it. It's just it's not in the top 5 for
pumpkin
me.
pie with like Ready Whip or Cool Whip on it, I could
You got to
eat.
go Cool Whip.
Dude, I think I ate at least 3 whole pies this year.
Unreal.
Yeah. Just, well, if you see how many my mom makes, she makes like 30 pies every year. It's insane. We always bring 2 up to camp with us.
Yeah.
No one else eats them. I'm always cutting myself a slice like the size of a freaking pizza pie, like giant piece of pumpkin. Like a quarter of it goes to me every year.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And we didn't even finish the whole second other piece, so it came to me.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I don't mind. I'll take it all. But that's yeah. That's my season.
I'm a big fan, dude. That's awesome. That's a great season.
Listen, pumpkin pie, apple pie, that's the fall, the fall part
It's hard to beat an apple
of the
pie,
year,
man. Yeah.
Those two, in my mind, those are the 2 things that tell you it's fall. So
yeah,
directly related to deer hunting.
totally.
By all
totally,
means, yeah.
Totally.
For sure. Yeah, that's what I think of in my season is pie.
I like it.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we're friends.
Yeah.
It's pie.
That's pie. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
So 4 deer this year.
Real good.
I could potentially maybe kill another one late season. I don't really have any drive to do it, but we're talking about doing a late season Patreon hunt
I think it'd be fun.
up to camp.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you heard yet, but I think I have some dates.
Oh,
set.
hit me with some dates. We'll do it after this, but
Yeah.
Yeah, hit me with some dates.
I'll let you know,
Yeah.
and we'll see. I think honestly, I might just do because you can't hunt Sundays late season,
Mm-hmm.
which is ridiculous, dude. Freaking ridiculous. So I think we're gonna do a Friday, Saturday.
I like it.
And I might just be camp bitch on Friday and bring my stuff up and work just because
Why
I don't
not?
want to take a
Yeah.
vacation day if I don't have to. Like work half a day or something
That'd be
while
cool.
everyone's out hunting, and then join in the evening,
Neat.
cook for everybody, and then we'll do a Saturday hunt and go home.
I like it.
Why not, right?
I still got a buck tag in my pocket. I think I'm going to do some late season archery.
Yeah.
We'll see. There's a couple spots I've been wanting to check out that I haven't been to yet this year. So I might do that. I still got to switch some cameras around and stuff. I got a couple dead ones out there that need batteries and see what's also on them.
Yeah.
But
I'm going out Saturday to do some coyote hunting.
sweet.
I'm going to pull all my cameras because we're pretty sure someone put a bag over one of them
Yeah.
again. And So I think I'm just gonna pull them all. I don't
it's probably
feel
a good
like
call.
dealing with people this year with them, and I can, I turned them off probably so they wouldn't keep sending me pictures.
Yeah.
Not long after I shot my buck, because I was like, I don't really need to be spending all this money a month.
You still get the pictures. You just
Yeah,
gotta-
I'll
yeah.
get the pictures
Yeah.
eventually, so I'll pull them all and go through the cards. On that same, what's exciting for next year, right after I shot my buck, probably a few days later, a really, really studly 10-point showed up.
Yeah.
New deer,
New deer.
totally new buck, never seen him before. And then a new one where I shot my buck, a new 9-point that's pretty impressive, also showed up on camera. So I'm like, all right,
Hopeful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe we'll have some prospects for next year.
Oh,
We'll see.
I like it.
But when it really comes down to it, like, I enjoy getting the data and inventory of deer, especially on private land.
Yeah.
Right. I love it. Like, love knowing what's out there. Love targeting single deer. I've been saying it for years. I love killing a named buck, quote unquote named buck. There's something about that. It just gets you fired to fuck up. Like, I love it. I live for that shit, dude.
Everybody likes something different, dude.
Yeah. And I would have been perfectly okay killing the one Joe killed. That
Absolutely.
just showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have any cameras on that property. I was ready to just go in there and kill a good mystery buck.
Yeah.
I'm about it.
I'm about
But-
it.
But there's something
Something fun about that.
fun about it. Yeah.
I like it.
You're after one animal on my whole list that I wanted to kill. And I'm smiling ear to ear, my friend.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's
It was a
awesome.
Good year. And that's it. That's part 2.
I think that's a good way to end it, dude.
I think so.
Until next week.
Hey, distraction is real, my friend.